Flav City family, what is up? It is Dessi holding the camera, Rose, Honey, and Daddy back in the kitchen for a Trader Joe's haul quarantine edition. Every single time we've drove by or walked by Trader Joe's on the north side of Chicago, there's been a line that goes literally around the full block. Trader Joe's fans are hardcore. They don't want to go anywhere else. But yesterday morning, I went there early, only had to wait in line 10 minutes, and I got a lot of great stuff, some new, some existing that I think you should stock in your pantry for the quarantine and heck, forever, right? Because it's really high quality stuff that is shelf stable. So before we get rocking and rolling on this really good haul with a couple of recipes, I want to show you how to take a couple of these ingredients and make easy recipes, because I know everyone's home right now. You know the drill. Like, subscribe, share, all those things are great, right, Rose? But to make sure you guys don't miss any videos and live streams, there is a bell icon right below the video. Push the bell, enable all notifications, then on your actual phone, make sure you have pushes from YouTube enabled, because almost every day we're doing quarantine kitchen live streams. They're really fun. All three of us hang out and make healthy, delicious meals with the Flav City community. All right, where to first? Actually, I know I want to start first. This is a relatively new Trek mix. It's called Savory Banana and Nuts Trek Mix. Great for Netflix, great for streaming. Now, look at what the bananas are cooked in, you guys. Normally, almost always, banana chips are cooked in or fried in cruddy quality oil. Coconut oil, one of the best heart-healthy saturated fats out there, followed by cashews, pecans. It's actually paleo because they're using coconut aminos instead of soy sauce to give a nice flavor there. They're using pink salt, which is one of the best unrefined salts ever, and olive oil. Oh my gosh, this is fantastic. Now, it's not keto, right? Because it's a little high in carbs from the bananas, but it's a great paleo snack mix. It's meant as a trek mix or to go out and about, but ain't no one going trekking anywhere lately. But this is great. When I saw this, I was really blown away by this, and the ingredients are next level. But Trader Joe's is such a weird company because sometimes, we've talked about this before, sometimes they use the best quality oil like coconut and olive oil, but then in other products they use canola oil and soybean oil. I'll see if I have anything here to show you, for example. Well, actually, this was right next to it, actually. This is something that really jumped out to me immediately, and I love the packaging. It's seasoned kale chips, pressed with cashew butter and tahini. So, Dessi, just based upon the front of the packaging, wouldn't you be like, yeah, I'm gonna get that. That's nice, right?
Oh yeah.
But
front of package looks legit.
Yeah, good job on that. But we always put our monocle on and look at the ingredients. Now, there's maybe one or two things bad here. Leave a comment down below if you can see them, right? We have kale, cashews and tahini. I love that flavor combination. Cane sugar, that's one of the problems. But to be honest, it's cane sugar to the tune of 3 grams per serving. There's only 2 servings in the whole, Rose is like wrestling mommy here. There's only 2 servings in the whole bag. So we're talking just over a teaspoon of sugar, but see the kale? Dessi, do you see organic anywhere? Oh, see? It's hard, right? Sometimes you get totally blinded by the tahini, by the cashews, by this, by that. Kale, my friends, is the most, along with spinach, dirty of the dirty dozen produce, meaning you have to get organic. If this was organic, it would actually be Daddy approved because that amount of cane sugar isn't terrible. But with these other ingredients in here, I just want to try it because I'm so curious. I almost never buy kale chips. Ooh, Amazon. But I have to see what these taste like. Wow, it's not sweet at all. It really is nutty. Here, Dessi, try this. And I'm gonna go check the Amazon guy. Actually, I'm not gonna speak well about Amazon anymore because if you saw my live stream the other day, they just cut all the commissions on the affiliate partners like me and all my blogger friends. The commissions went from 8% down to 1%. And they pretty much said like, hey, we don't need you anymore. We're busier than ever, so see ya. A lot of people rely on that income, so everyone's really, really mad at them. So Amazon's on my poo-poo list right now. What do you think of the kale chips, babe?
They're on the savory side.
Yeah, the tahini's pretty like prevalent, but I like them, but it has to be organic, so I can't approve that. Now, something literally brand new. They just hand wrote the sign for the price for this. Everyone loves the everything but the bagel seasoning at Trader Joe's. They have other products now, including everything but the bagel nut duo. Here's the deal. Don't get seduced by this because all you have to do is read the ingredients. And sure, it starts with almonds and cashews, and then read what's under the seasoning. Dessi just did a gasp. Keep reading.
corn syrup solid.
Keep reading.
Sunflower. Uh-oh.
Yep, natural. It's
Three things that are no.
3 strikes and you're out. There ain't no baseball right now, but that's 3 strikes and you're out. That's natural flavors, corn syrup solids, and sunflower oil. Bad news bears. Now listen, I love, and Rose loves, the everything but the bagel seasoning, right? This stuff is great. This doesn't have any of those ingredients in there. I just actually sprinkled this on some avocado for my little quick power lunch. But when you start adding in corn syrup solid, natural flavors, they can't fool us. They can't fool us, Rose. So unfortunately, that's a no-go. Now, let's get to our first review recipe of the video. So this isn't a new item, but chia seeds are a great pantry staple you can do a lot of cool stuff with. The reason why chia seeds are great, look at the macros, babe. Fiber, packed. Protein, packed. If you scroll down, you'll see it also has iron, 10% of your daily value. This is great. Now, I want to show you guys really quick how you can combine a little bit of chia seeds with either coconut milk, you know, Trader Joe's and Thrive Market make my favorite coconut milk because there's no emulsifiers. And then a little bit of seasonings I have over here like cacao powder, maple syrup, and vanilla. Totally optional too. And we'll make a really easy chia seed pudding. So let me put Rose down right here for a second. There you go, my love. Yeah. Woo! There we go. Add half a cup of almond milk or any milk you want to this. Then add half a cup of the coconut milk. Pour that into a bowl. And then add just over a quarter cup of chia seeds. This is what's going to thicken it into a pudding. But as soon as they go in, grab a mixer. To be honest, I like to use this little coffee frother and get it mixed up because you want them to hydrate individually and not kind of clump together. For flavoring, just add a couple tablespoons of maple syrup. Little shake of cinnamon in there. A squirt of vanilla extract. Rose likes it. And then to make it chocolate but sugar-free, add a couple tablespoons of cacao powder or cocoa powder. This one is the cacao. When it's with AO like that, that's raw, and they do have that at Trader Joe's too. And then just mix it up again. Now, it's a very easy recipe, but raise your hand if you've ever tried to make chia seed pudding and it doesn't come together like a nice thick pudding. It kind of is clumpy and very loose. The reason why is you're not mixing enough. So like I said, the chia seeds have to get hydrated really well. So the workaround for that is to mix it like this, set it aside for 5 minutes, mix it again, rest 5 more minutes, and then 1 more mix. That way you make sure that the individual seeds blossom and the thickening power can be activated. So I'll put that in the background here. And then luckily, I did one of these last night and I did it on Instagram. If you're not following me on the Flav City Instagram, go over there. We make recipe stories every night. It's a lot of fun. And then I let it set up overnight. And check this out, Dessi. It thickens into this beautiful pudding. All right? Protein packed, keto, paleo, and loaded with protein and fiber. How does it taste? It's awesome. It really has that Jell-O jiggler kind of pudding feel, but none of the bad stuff. So I'll put that recipe down below. It's really, really tasty, super easy to make. Now I have a double batch that's gonna last us for the next week and a half, and it will last about 7-8 days in the fridge. All right, let's move on to more pantry staples from Trader Joe's. How about pasta type stuff? Now, you guys have heard me say for the umpteenth time, we don't eat that much pasta here. For the most part, we're keto paleo, but we're also human. Once in a while, mommy and daddy like to have pasta. Well, I would avoid the white pasta, you know, the enriched wheat pasta at Trader Joe's and anywhere because that has no nutrition. They do have an organic whole wheat one that is good for whole grains, but these are the kind we typically eat from Trader Joe's. This is made with organic red lentils. It's sedanini. I've never heard of that type of pasta, only from Trader Joe's, but it's kind of like a penne, and it literally is one ingredient. And organic really matters because lentils do score high in glyphosate, which is the active ingredient in Roundup. So you need organic. And this is the organic brown rice and quinoa spaghetti. Now I'm interested to try this because even though the ingredients are good, I found out yesterday from the guy that my favorite, Rose, my favorite pasta, I'll show you right here, I have a little bit left over. I've talked about this many times. The yellow lentil and brown rice spaghetti from Trader Joe's is amazing. Forget the fact that it's gluten-free and no wheat. This has the best texture and flavor of any gluten-free pasta I've ever had. It's on back order. They don't know when it's coming back, hopefully soon. So I gotta make this sometime soon and see if it stacks up. But whole grain, gluten-free grains, whole bean pasta is really what you want, and Trader Joe's has some good ones. Speaking of whole grain, look at this. We talked about this in one of the previous Trader Joe's hauls, but this risotto, it's basically risotto rice made of, once again, organic chickpea and organic lentil flour. The organic is so important. We made this in that video. Watch as soon as we're done. We made this into risotto, just like you would a traditional rice risotto. It was amazing. I have that recipe on my website. I'll leave the link down below. This stuff is a game changer, right? And then if you're baking or doing a lot of cooking now, like a lot of people are, check this out, babe. First, these are rice crumbs. If you're gluten-free and you can't have panko breadcrumbs, this is puffed rice. It's not organic, which is a bummer, but this offers you that crunchy texture of a breadcrumb without any gluten. And if you're vegan and you want a nutty, salty Parmesan flavor, nutritional yeast is another word for basically vegan Parmesan, but this has that salty, nutty flavor. You can put on popcorn, like this popcorn. You can put on pasta and a lot of really good stuff where you want that Parmesan but vegan alternative. Speaking of the popcorn, I believe we've talked about this in the past, but because so many people are Netflixing and quarantining, this, in my opinion, is the best popcorn at Trader Joe's because number one, it's heirloom popcorn. Heirloom popcorn is a smaller kernel, so it doesn't get stuck in your teeth and it's easier on your tummy to digest. And Dessi, look at that oil they're cooking in there. Avocado oil, one of the best heart healthy oils, and they're not using cruddy bleach salt, they're using pink salt. By far the best. And see how it says here, actual size? That's the size of an heirloom kernel. It's smaller. And it's really, really good stuff, and it's non-GMO because it's Trader Joe's, they don't have any GMO, but heirloom kernels are never GMO. You don't have to worry about that. We are gonna bake in a few minutes the almond chocolate chip cookies that we talked about in a previous video. I'm not gonna test you, they're amazing, but we'll go over the ingredients and actually bake them. I'm preheating the oven. Oh, it's 350 now. Daddy's gonna have some cookies pretty soon, Sweet Pea McGee. Also, a few more snacks here, right? Look at this. This is so cool. It's dehydrated organic carrots. And I was like, oh yeah, but they probably like fried in oil too. One ingredient, two, organic carrots and salt. Why do I love that? Because number one, it's organic, which it really has to be for carrots. But number two, it's a crunchy, healthy vegetable chip that you can give, not to Rose, you're not ready for that. But if you're having a family, get together, watching some Netflix together, look at this. It's not just regular boring yellow carrots, they're rainbow carrots. Desi's got that one all over it. It's great. Wow, it's really nice. That's the kind of snack you want, you guys. Super crispy, Team Crunch for the win, with no other filler. So that, or the Trek mix, but not the dreaded kale chips. Great options there, right? That's really tasty. No, here's another really cool snack. Check this out. This is date and nut bites, and they're blueberry almond peanut. Look at these ingredients. This is actually very impressive. So it's date pieces, a little bit of rice flour in the dates, but I don't care, that's fine. But continue on. Dried blueberries unsweetened, almonds, peanut paste, chia seeds, coconut nectar, which is coconut sugar, a fantastic paleo sweetener, orange zest, coconut, that's fantastic, right? It's paleo, but it's not keto because it does have a lot of carbs from the sugar here. But these are fantastic. There is another variety there that I was gonna grab, but it had one, they have one of these that's made with apricots. But when you read the ingredients, it's made with sulfured apricots. I always tell you guys, if you're gonna eat apricots and dried fruit like prunes, they have to be unsulfured because that sulfur is a preservative and it makes it a softer, jammier texture, but it's really bad for your tummy. And what else here? All right. That's pretty much it. Leaves us with the granddaddy of them all that we're gonna bake right now. The almond flour chocolate chip cookies. These are actually the only cookie I would make and bake from Trader Joe's. The ingredients, we talked about this last time, but they're almond flour based and they're using coconut sugar instead of white sugar. And this would be paleo if the chocolate chips are sweetened with not cane sugar, but we're talking about a little cane sugar, I'm fine with that. The rest of that is great. made with coconut flour too. You guys, this is fantastic. So let's bake these really quick because we made a box of this after the Trader Joe's haul a couple months ago, and the cookies were dynamite. And I'm melting some coconut oil over here because even though it says on the back of the box to use melted butter or vegetable oil, please don't use vegetable oil. That's one of the most toxic oils out there. A lot of people ask me about a sub for vegetable oil in baking. If you are allergic to coconuts, just use avocado oil. Fat is fat when it comes to baking, and avocado oil rules. So let me get a bowl here. Cookie and coffee. I don't actually mind this. 1:15, is it too late for a little Insta Fuel? No, it's not. All right. I'll add 3 tablespoons of the melted virgin coconut oil to the bowl, and then 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Looks good already, huh, Rose? Give that a little whisk up. Then we'll add the baking mix. Mix it up. Now we have to add the liquid. So I'm using almond milk for this, but of course I'm using unsweetened plain because I don't want sugar or any natural flavors. So I'll add 3 tablespoons, but you're supposed to mix after each one because they say it could use a little less. Definitely need more. All it needed was 2. Wow, that's a gratuitous amount of chocolate chips in there. Look at that. Dang. I approve that message.
I can see your underwear.
That's right. No one's ever called me a rapper. Did you know, by the way, look at this. You can reuse parchment paper 2 to 3 times, which is really nice considering if you want to save money. So we made Dessi's Bao Buns from live stream on there last night. I'll take the mixture here. And it's just easier if you have a cookie scooper. And just drop them down. I feel like the batter's, you know, I'm gonna let it hydrate. I think it needs to hydrate. You know?
Stop it.
Yeah. So one thing they don't say on the package is to let it sit for 10 minutes, but I would recommend that. Anytime you're baking with almond flour, it needs to hydrate. So the batter is actually way thicker now after even 5 minutes. And then I'll pop them in the oven. Show the timer right here. For about 13 minutes. Cookies are baked. They've rested on a wire rack for about 10 minutes. Rose was just playing. Now we can eat the cookie. You can finish the video. I feel like they spread out more than last time. Maybe the batter was a little wetter this time, but most importantly, the edges of the cookie are really crispy. Like the inside is very, very nice and chewy. You know what's nice, Rose? They're not too sweet. And I love almond flour cookies. I love the coconut sugar because the coconut sugar offers a nice little caramel, nutty flavor. So that's great. Can't wait to have that tonight. I'm watching Devs, a new episode of Devs tonight. I got to make a cup of coffee for Dessi to have some of these. That's it. Trader Joe's haul, quarantine style, is done. Leave a comment down below with more video recommendations. Like, subscribe, share. That's the only way our channel keeps growing the way it has been. We got 2 more videos going below right now. Rose is eyeing those cookies. She can't have them. But Rose, Dessi, and I will see you very soon. Until then, we say into like we always do. Hashtag keep on cooking. Mad love and peace. Later, guys. Let's go.